And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Satisfactory in our Uber production part of the series. I went ahead and built this second set of cloudy coolant refiners over there. So there's a whole nother set producing 200 a minute going into a separate pipe system. So if we go over to this one, you can see I've got a huge area ready to go. I contemplated whether or not to build it, build a giant refining system for the cloudy coolant to just be made into coolant and then drop down and be used down there. But I don't think I have enough space to do both, because the coolant up there, we have 20 refineries making the cloudy coolant. Well, if we then translate that into regular coolant, we need twice as many refineries, because the regular coolant crafts at 5 at a time, whereas the cloudy coolant crafts at 10 at a time. So I would need 40 refineries somewhere up there, and I think that would crowd this area down there. So I think I'm going to go, at least try, with my original attempt here to basically drop down the cloudy coolant down to here, process it into regular coolant, and then go that right into the refiner, or right into the arc reactor. So if we get a refinery here, and what am I short on? Ooh, I'm encroaching somebody's clearance. Okay, so right there is about the best that I can do. And unfortunately, I could just clear these out. I don't really need these anymore. So let's try to clear those out. Maybe this one too, because I want to try to line it up with that. I really, really do. So if we do a refinery, and let's see, the output is on that side, so if I go like right there with it, or maybe right there. No, right there. Is it right in the middle? Looks like it's basically right in the middle. So if I line it up, there's really no good spot for that. Okay, and then this is going to be reactor coolant. So you can see 5 per minute gives us 5 per minute, which is exactly how much an arc reactor wants. So let's pop one of these babies down. Oh Lord, look at the size of that thing. We want it basically, oh, that react, this is pointing the wrong way. You know, it would really help. Hey, look at that, it's pointing a different way now. Okay, so basically right, well, it looks more or less in the middle there. Okay, let's try this again. Reactor coolant, and then an arc reactor. Look at the size of this thing. Okay, I basically need the fuel, or the coolant, to point right at me. Right there. Now, let me throw that on. Oh wow, did I miss the mark on that? Okay, right there. Leave some space for the fuel to come in. Come on, I want to, there we go. That looks like it's lined up pretty well. Now they need a certain amount to get going. Once it's going, okay, so you need like, I think it's 20 fuel plus like 10 or 20 coolant, and then it will start up. and it needs to maintain a minimum level in order for it to continue operation. If it drops below that level, the reactor will go into shutdown mode and will have to shut all the way down before it starts back up again. So we need to make sure that these things are pushing as much as possible out. So I think we're going to power these like this. I don't know where the power... Oh, there it is, right there. Nice. Right there. Okay. So this and this are now linked and don't have any capacity yet. And then we'll bring in the fuel probably right in like this. Let's just offset this a little bit. I'm going to bring it in 3 high, just like we did over there. And then let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 3, not 4. So we can do Mark 5 belt. These aren't going to be using all that much, but might as well use a little bit. Okay, so that's where the fuel is. Remember, we're not going to be using that much fuel. So let's see if we can put a splitter right in here. And then a Mark 1 belt fits in there like that. And that is ready for coolant. Now, let's see if we can't get some coolant down here. First, I think we're going to need and then pipeline. So this is going to get a vertical. Oh, now that I look at this, I can't do a vertical like that because this needs to go in like that. And there's not a 4-way junction that I can use, so we're going to have to get creative with this. Okay, so if we go to default, that can get loaded in like that, and you can get loaded in like that, and that should bring in a whole lot of cloudy coolant. I mean, I don't know why it's not like full, but it is what it is. Okay, so that at least brings it down. Now the next reactor is going to be way over there. So what I could do is I could just start lining refineries up, because remember, it's 40 refineries are going to be able to be supported on this one pipe. 40 of them. So that's a lot of refineries. And yeah, I could do it that way. I won't build them all now, but because the arc reactors are so giant that spacing these out so far would be kind of futile. So if we have another reactor, right in like that. Now those are right next to one another, aren't they? If we get a power pole, we'll be able to see the bounding boxes. Oh yeah, those are right next to one another. Alright, so I want another one. Right there. Look at the size of these things. And right there. Did I make enough room? Oh, almost. Okay, I need to go out like a few more before I get that one done. I don't have the concrete on me to do that, but as you can see, those arc reactors are enormous. I don't know how I think their footprint is bigger. Well, maybe not. Bigger than a regular nuclear reactor. So I need to go right about out there. So that's a whole lot of room for refineries. And once I've got the coolant, once I've got all 40 of those done, I'll have all of the coolant for another big batch of these. So yeah, that's gonna be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I do believe I am running Mark 5. And then now that I've got this set up, what I can do is basically just join all of these together. That should be right on the money. And then I'll just keep that cycle going all the way out. Do I have enough? See, that's one for that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I do have enough for another power pole for all 4 of these. Okay, now to get the coolant running, I've also disabled all my wind generators, all the power from those. Like, there's like 6 gigawatts of power from the wind generators, and all of that has been disabled. It's just to maximize the amount of power I'm pulling from the nuclear setup, because I want to drain those things out as much as possible. Whoa. Oh, I'm out of things and stuff. No, I think they're down here. I've got the exosuit mod, so I gotta swap that out. Only there is a way to get the exosuit with radiation protection. That would ease my pain quite a bit. So one of the reasons why I wanted all of those pipes full is to just maximize the pressure down here and make sure that these pipes were ready and full and ready to go. So these should, I don't know, do I have the recipes on these yet? I do not. Okay. Okay, so there's another 4. Oh, this should... Oh, no power. What? What Oh, right. No power. Any power poles? There's a power pole. There we go. Now we got some fluid flowing. Oh yeah. All those pipes above are starting to drain, which should kick on a whole bunch more refineries. Yeah, I'm trying to hit this power as much as possible to drain the fuel. There's so much fuel over here. Oh, I have the exosuit on. Oh, exit. Okay, so these should be very, very happy. Now, I've got a few more of these to do. See how we line up. Because once I have all 40 of these done, I won't need them anymore, and then I can just have massive amount of arc reactors out there. Okay, so let's see how close. So I think this one, I mean, I could do it here, certainly. Yeah, let's do it there. It won't hurt nothing. Plus, I want all these coolant pipes to be pressurized as well. So this one goes in like that. This one is going to come around and go into here. Because I want all of these pressurized and good to go. And I'm glad there's no like output garbage in here. Reactor coolant. Oh yeah, I need power. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So the pole has to go. Oh, come on. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then connect you up to you. Your recipe isn't set. When they're red, that's when I know there's something wrong. Okay, so this one over here is red. Now the input. Clicked a little too late on that. Okay. And the rest of the fluid, let it flow. All these other ones are kicking on now. Good, good, good. Excellent. And then this last one doesn't have any power, and that's fine. Well, let's set the recipe at the very least. There's no power, so it won't take in any fluid until it's powered. Okay, how's our coolant doing? Coolant is doing good. All right, so now let's try to run the fuel out here. Oh yeah, first, let's get you powered in over here. So at the very least, these are ready to go. And we want to turn particles on. There is an epilepsy warning on the mod. So next episode, when I get these kicked on, that is a thing to be concerned with. So hopefully the YouTube thing won't exacerbate that problem. But you never. Oh yeah, I need to back up and turn put that on. Okay, so now I need the fuel over here. And as you can see, how much nuclear fuel do we have left? Oh, look at all that. That is a ton of fuel. That is so many hours of fuel left. Like, I am at a loss of what to do with all that fuel. Honestly thought we would have burned through that way faster. But I mean, each fuel lasts for 5 minutes at max capacity. So a stack of 50 is 5 minutes times 50, which is 10 minutes. So that's 250 minutes for each stack, right? 5 minutes. So 5 times 5 is 25. So yeah, that is 250 minutes. And that is roughly, what, 4 hours? 4 hours per stack, right? That's a lot of fuel that I made in a very, very short time. Okay, so now we have fuel being made over here. And where, oh, there it is. Here is the fuel. We have lots of this stuff ready to go. I'm hoping these are all working. They're looking for green lights. Well, I'm seeing green lights all around, so I mean, I think it's working. We've got maximum deuterium here. Yeah, I think we're going good. So we need to now get these out. So we want to line this up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see, how do we want to? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, ooh. And we want to sort of just bullseye down the middle of this. Okay. I would like... I'm not going to supply the fuel just yet. Again, I want to do that next episode, and there's a reason for that, and I'll let you know that reason next episode. But I want to get most of the belt run here. So if we look at our potential, let's see, potential production, it still only shows that 22. For some reason, it's not seeing the 10 megawatt or 10 gigawatts that those things can do yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I want, yeah, let's do this. Hopefully I have enough alclad here to get me close. Okay, and you go to you. Okay, so now I should be able to rise up here, and then straight across. Maybe even all the way straight across there. Oh yeah. Taking out this belt seam, which is a good thing. Always try to take out the seams if you have them. And we are ready to go on this. As you can see, coolant level is max, so that is right. It's good to go there. Coolant level maxed, good to go there. This one isn't done yet. I've got quite a few things to do in between episodes before we kick this on. I might just end up grinding the nuclear fuel if I can. I'm not sure if the fuel is actually grindable or not. I might have to check the wiki for that. But yeah, I want to make sure. Maybe use this as a backup. Well, I really don't need the nuclear setup at all. Like right now, I just don't need it. So part of me wants to just take all of these, and I'm going to be highly irradiated while I do. Well, let's put these back and up here. I want to take them all at once, so I don't have to run 2 trips. What do I have the most of? I got a whole lot of AI limiters. Not really much else. I might grab another set of resources at the main base when I go back. That should be enough to carry them all. Let's go grind some fuel down, should we? There we go. Because there's lots on the belt, right? There's tons and tons on the belt right now. Let's go up. And I need to run to home hub. I do love that teleporter. I just got another update. He's been working on trying to get multiplayer working. Not sure how successful he's been. I haven't tested it yet. Saturday stream we'll be testing that out. Okay, so can you? Oh, you can grind them down. Wow, those are worth quite a lot. Nice. I did add a mod. I added the giant statues mod since we're going to go for building as many statues as possible. Getting all the statues is going to be a task, that's for sure. Wow, those are worth a lot of points. Glorious. Okay, do I have another connection here, so all of those can go. Trying to get rid of as much of the radiation as I can. Look at all those coupons. Now, coupons stack to 500, so you don't have to, unless you're doing, thousands and thousands of points, or millions of points a minute. You don't have to watch it all that close. Okay, so I came back and I was gonna grab a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, I was gonna grab aluminum sheets. That's right. All right. Well, next episode we will fire up the arc reactors. Oh yeah, all of them. I've got a lot of fluid stuff to do. So I want plenty of those. I've got those. I've got those. Like I have encased beams. I've got pipes. And why not grab some stuff while I'm here? because I expanded. I had to expand the encased beam setup at the processing center. I sort of tacked it on the back. Whoa, that was a fast spell. You can see I sort of added a little stub onto the back here. I had to sort of re-finagle this. But yeah, I added 4 more back here, just because our encased beams were running low, and I don't want these to run out. So we now have a surplus. So this has slowly been filling back up. This was down to like a row. So yeah, I wanted to fill this back up and get this ready, ready to supply all the things that we need. Right, we have ourselves a restocked kitchen here. You can see we've got a few more pipes here, and I've got some more heavy beams. I grabbed some of these from the main base. I mean, I've got a lot of heavy frames here, but I wanted those machines to kick on so we can start using more power. You can see we have a lot of power. So next episode, we are going to kick on the arc reactors. And yeah, fun times. I'm gonna work a little bit in between episodes, get more refineries set up, get more arc reactors set up, because when I do kick it on, I really want it to kick on, and then all the rest of this, basically tear this all down, and not have to worry about radiation as much over here. I don't think those fuels are radioactive. We will find out next episode. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to build and some more stuff to figure out. So that is going to do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.